Hey, what's up YouTube? Fritz Jones Investing back with another video, and today I'm giving you guys my $33,000 Robinhood portfolio update. So in today's video, we'll talk about how my portfolio has been performing, some stocks that I'm buying, and finally some January dividends. So with no further ado, let's jump right in. So this is how the portfolio has been performing recently. For the day, I was down $600. For the past week, I'm down $920. However, for the past month, I'm up $2,200. For the past 3 months, I'm up $3,000. For the past year, I'm up $5,179. And finally, all time, I'm up $6,180, or almost 23%. I like to use times when the stock market is down a little bit or my portfolio is down a little bit to take the extra cash that I have and invest more money to increase my positions in the stocks that I have. One reason why the stock market was down a little bit was because of Biden's rescue plan was thought to be partially paid through higher taxes, and some of these taxes would include some from corporations, which could weigh negatively on earnings, decreasing the stock's price as people's fears arise. So the first stock that I've been buying a lot of is ARK Next Generation Internet ETF. This is a basket of 54 different stocks, and the main reason why I'm investing in this stock, I'll be able to tell you guys in the next coming moments. So looking at some of the fun details, we can see that the stock has net assets of $2.4 billion, and the expense ratio is 0.76%. Some of the fun descriptions and objectives include cloud computing and cybersecurity, e-commerce, big data and artificial intelligence, and mobile technology. These are things that I think that will continue to grow in the future. As of Friday, the market price was down around $3.10. However, looking at the graph, we can see that for the past 6 months, the stock has really grown well, going from around $88 in August to where it is now, right around $160. As of September 30th, we can see that the 3-month growth rate was 27%, and year to date, the stock is up 88%. Like I said, performing really well. Some of their top 10 holdings include Tesla, Roku, and the stock that I'm most interested in, it's Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, BTC. It comprises around 4.27% of the portfolio, and ARK Invest currently is investing 6.6 million shares into this fund, which is a lot. And these are some of their holdings. Like I said, this is a basket of 54 different stocks. So you're able to, 55 different stocks. So you're able to get a lot of exposure to a lot of different companies that will hopefully be primed for a lot of growth in the future. Now, looking at Grayscale Investments, we can see that the firm began 2020 with $2 billion in assets, and this has absolutely exploded, going from $2 billion up to $24.7 billion as of January 13th, 2021. And it's one of the fastest growing asset managers of all time. Amazing. I think Bitcoin is going to continue to explode in the future, and this is just a way for me to passively invest in Bitcoin while also investing in other different kind of companies. I love ARK Invest. The next company that we'll be talking about needs no introduction, and this company is Tesla, and it has been on an absolute tear lately. One of the reasons why I love to invest in Tesla is because they're extremely profitable. One of the metrics of that is free cash flow, which is the amount of money that's left over after the company pays all of its bills. And we can see that for the past 12 months, Tesla had a free cash flow of $1.9 billion. For the third quarter of 2020, they had $1.4 billion worth of free cash flow and $874 million worth of net income. I believe that Tesla will continue to deliver more vehicles. As of 2020, Tesla delivered almost 500,000 vehicles. As of Q3 2020, they delivered 180,000 vehicles. In order to deliver 750,000 vehicles for 2021, they would only need to deliver 175,000 per quarter, which they exceeded last quarter. Tesla's growth, I believe, will also be fueled by the release of their new vehicles, which include the Cybertruck, Tesla Semi, and Roadster. The Cybertruck will start around $39,900, the Tesla Semi $150,000, and finally the Tesla Roadster, which will start around $200,000 and require a $50,000 deposit. I believe that all these new vehicle releases will continue to increase Tesla's revenue. Now, as far as my participation in the stock, we can see that I own just over $8,200 worth of this stock. I put in just over $5,000, and my total return has been just over $3,200, or almost 64%. I got in for an average cost of $502. I own just over 10 shares, and it comprises almost a quarter of my portfolio. The last stock that I wanted to talk about today is Target. Now, this stock has performed extremely well during this pandemic-laden environment. Looking at Target's holiday report from last month, we can see that same-store sales rose 17.2% during the holidays, and the average ticket was up 12.4%. And services like Drive Up and Order Pickup rose 193%. Their digital sales were also up 102%, and 95% of their sales were fulfilled by Target shops, which is simply amazing. I'm presuming a lot of people on Wall Street were laughing at the CEO of Target, Brian Cornell, for continuing to push physical brick and mortar stores in light of this pandemic, but they performed extremely well. With a lot of other shops being shut down, a lot of people have flocked to Target, which is evidenced by their increasing holiday sales. When we compare Target to the rest of the stock market, we can see that for the year, Target is up 60% over the past 12 months compared to the S&P 500, which is up only 15.8% for that period. So Target has performed almost 4 times better than the S&P 500. I think I'm going to continue to invest in this stock. Another reason why I love to invest in Target is because they're consistently raising their dividends. They're a dividend king, which means they've been increasing their dividend for at least the past 50 years. According to this Motley article, 52 years to be exact. And also, I believe their e-commerce platform like Shipt, their same-day delivery service, will continue to grow. Also, services like their drive-up service, where all you have to do is order something. 30 minutes later, you can go to the store and pick it up safely. They'll put it in your trunk for you. You don't even have to get out of your car. Is, I think, very genius and a service that I personally use and that I love. With Tesla's consistently growing e-commerce platform, I hope to increase my position in the future. I own $1,412 worth of this stock. I put in $910 and my total return has been $502 or 55%. I got in for an average cost of $125 and with just over 7.25 shares, and it comprises only 4.2% of my portfolio. So on red days, I'm going to consistently grab more share in this company. I was paid from 10 different companies this month, and from ARK Innovation ETF, I was paid $3.10, $1.11 from Walmart, 3 cents from Big Lots, and AG&C Investment, which is a REIT, I was paid $3.24. For the next group of stocks, you can see that I was paid from Main Street Capital 12 cents, LXP $4.52, Store Capital 23 cents, and Stag Industrial $2.45. That's another one of my monthly players. I'm going to hopefully increase my position in this company also. It's performed relatively nicely for me. For my last group of stocks, we can see that I was paid from Prospect Capital $1.56, and that stock is very controversial. I'm probably going to decrease my position in that stock and invest in more high quality companies. And for my last dividend, I was paid from NRZ 10 cents. I would love to take the dividends that I've been receiving from these different companies and to invest them into high quality companies like Tesla and NIO to hopefully fuel some more growth in the future. So I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about ARK Invest Next Generation ETF, Target, and Tesla? Are these some companies that you're already invested in, or would you consider investing in these companies? Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It is my hope that you found this video helpful, valuable, and informative. I want everyone to continue to stay safe and healthy out there, and you can do that by wearing your mask, practice that social distancing, and also continue to wash your hands, because I don't want anyone to succumb themselves to the illness. I also want you to continue to invest in yourself by educating yourself and continue to grow your skills. And I also want you to decrease your liabilities and increase your assets. This will make it so you don't always have to depend on your job for all your income, and you'll be able to hopefully retire early one day and spend more of your time doing things that you want to do. This has been Fritz Jones Investing with another update. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and I'll catch you next time. Keep getting that passive income.